What is up, you guys? Welcome to an all-new Late Night Reactor video. I'm your Late Night Reactor Robert. Now, recently I had been reacting to a bunch of like non-metal music, but before I did it in the end of the month, I had done Disturbed, The Sound of Silence, and you guys have been heavily requesting me to be to check out Disturbed, TheLight. I'm just gonna get into it because again, this was heavily requested, so by so many people actually. So I'm just gonna get straight to it. But before we get the video started, I'd appreciate if you guys would hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Can we get there before the end of the year? I'd appreciate it if you guys would subscribe. But without further ado, this is Disturbed, TheLight. This is why I don't. When I had the opportunity, I'm an above knee amputee now, so I can't do it. Maybe I can, but it's less of a chance now. This is why I never wanted to become a cop, a firefighter, or anything in that kind of department, because things like this, like, I understand, I appreciate everyone who risks their lives for stuff like this, but I could never do it myself, and this is one of the main reasons why. Deep inside your memory, turn away as you struggle to find it. You heard the call as you walked away. A voice will come from within the silence, and for what seemed an eternity, you ain't in hoping it would call out again. You're in the shadow beckoning, then your fears seem to keep you blinded, and you're gone as you walked away. When you think of this forsaken, listen to me now. I was about to say, man, it doesn't look that bad, but again, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, now that he has a mirror, we never looked at the other side of his face, and I saw his arm already, so I'm guessing the other side of his face is gonna be pretty messed up, and everything probably on this side is gonna be messed up. Well, this side for you guys, but you know what I mean. Listen to me now. You need never feel broken again. Sometimes darkness can show you the light. Okay, I got the message of it now. It's basically, you're gonna see the struggle of it. Like, for him, example, the struggle of like the burns and everything, and it's just gonna be hard, and it's gonna be you're probably gonna be in a very, very dark place, but eventually things will get better, and the light will eventually show up, and you'll understand everything that happened, and everything will eventually get better. An unforgivable tragedy. The answer isn't where you think you'd find it. Prepare yourself for a reckoning, for when your world seems to crumble again. Don't be afraid, don't turn away. You're the one who can redefine it. Don't let hope become a memory. Let the shadow permeate your mind and reveal the thoughts that were tucked away, so that the door can be opened again. Within your darkest memories lies the answer if you dare to. He's gonna hook up with the physical therapist. They're gonna grow feelings for each other, and this is gonna be his light. For me, for example, I could think of my disaster and bring it up to light. And this is crazy to think about it, man. I'm just gonna go through my story real quick. I had cancer in my knee. It was a sarcoma, and I had to amputate above my knee because it had eaten all of my bone in my knee. We got rid of it at first. We did 2 surgeries because I didn't want to become an above knee amputee. So they had took
a chunk out of my left side of my thigh and put it where the knee was, where the tumor was. And it was a long healing process, and I was in the hospital for maybe like 3 weeks, and then after that, I gotten out of the hospital, and the day after that, I had to go back for a checkup, and it turned out that it was cancer, and the best thing to do was just get an amputation, and I became again an above knee amputee, and it's been very very hard, but I progressed through it, and I recently just went through a new surgery called osteosarcoma, which is where they put like the screw inside of your inside of your bone where your stub is, and you can just attach it to your leg. I'll show you what I mean. Hold on. This is very very brand new. So basically, what I do is, like I said, I have a screw in my bone now. So I just turn this, and it loosens it on the inside. Put there in there, then it locks up, and then I turn it, and then after that, it's just locked in. It's brand new, and I suggest anyone who isn't an amputee, especially above knee amputee, who has problems with their socket, try to see if you could get one of your doctors to do. It's not painful. It's a long healing process. The healing process is like about a year, but like for it to close up, but you'll get your leg in like probably a matter of 6 months, and then the rest is just healing. And it's totally worth it, just because you'll be able to move more, you'll be able to walk more and do more, and it doesn't even feel like it's there anymore. Like, I mean, it feels like I have my leg all over again, and it's just a fantastic feeling, and just like how great it is. Like, you always got to think of the positives of all the negativity that can come into your life, because there can be so much more benefits compared to the negatives.
Don't let hope become a memory. When you think of this forsaken, listen to me now. You need never feel broken again. Sometimes darkness can show you the
Gonna go back to be a firefighter instead, or he's gonna go and help. Now, for me, for an example, like, I know how he feels about being stared at by the public, because it's funny, I get stared at a lot. It's mostly by kids, but adults stare too, like, oh my god, like they'll like, especially if there's with someone, they'll be like, oh my god, look at that guy right there, like, he's got no leg, like, no shit. But it's like, it should be more common known now that, like, for amputees, because it's more common than it would have been, like, probably, like, I want to say 50 years ago maybe. But I understand that certain people have never seen it before, but it's just funny to me sometimes. That was great. Like I said, man, like, I could have I could have taken my path and being an amputee as such a negativity, but I thought of the positives, which was I'm still here, I'm alive, I'm cancer free. I've been cancer free for like a year and 5 months already, and I've survived it, and it hasn't came back or anything, and I'm still kicking strong. It's crazy because I had my daughter. Well, I didn't have my daughter. Like, my wife was pregnant at the time, and like, the main reason why I didn't want to be an amputee was because I wanted to be able to run and play with my daughter and everything. But if it came down to life or death, cancer is nothing I wanted to play with, and I just went forward and just got amputated instead of just risking it and just going through chemo and radiation. I still did chemo, but instead of going through chemo and radiation and then coming back and being 10 times worse, I'd rather just lose my leg and survive and live than to just be healed for a little while and possibly come back and I end up being in a worse condition than I already was. That's the positive that came out of that for me, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. I'd appreciate if you guys would subscribe. Also, comment down below what you guys want me to react to next, and I'll do it. I'll see you guys next time.